Alright, so this video is going to be going over our CT side on Nuke and how we're going to approach it. I'm just going to go over like our setup and how each player needs to be playing, and what kind of like their goal is, and what like key things need to like what key things they see will impact like their decision making. So the first one is our outside player. So this is probably going to be like an op, holding like these kind of angles. Additionally, if he wants, he can like play like outside of mini, like really close with this mini player, kind of like this if he wants to. Also, if he's got an op, we can just give outside, and he can play like up on top of the AC vent here, like any of these positions. Additionally, up like all the way up on heaven too, is good. Even better is like out here, just like on the CT stair, and just kind of playing like these farther back angles so he can't get like run down as quickly. If like the wall of smokes comes out outside, or like warehouse gets smoked off or something like that, then and he loses visibility on whether a player can make secret, then he needs to like announce that to the team. So the team should know whether the T's can make secret or not, and like the moment that they can be down there, then he needs to be saying that so that our mini player or someone on A can be dropping to accommodate for that. A good play, if you do see these smokes come out, is like a molly back here and then like a nade like that, right? Or like something of that nature. Like, any utility thrown like behind these smokes is well used utility, in my opinion, because these smokes, like when you throw them, especially if they're thrown like from way back here, the time that the T's have to actually like use them isn't that much. That's the other thing, is like once these come down, don't expect T's like immediately behind them. So like you can kind of like wait a second and then throw this molly, and that can almost kill the entire execute potentially. We still want to be saying like they could be down, right? They could have run through that Molotov or something. And like another thing, like maybe like you can like use a smoke here on secret to give a bit more time for like our secret player to maybe like play around that. But if like when you use utility like that, that should be communicated to whatever player that has dropped, just to let them know what's going on outside. And then after that, just fall back, right? Like you can fall back to back here to like hell, or into mini and cover that. If you have a rifle, then that would be really powerful. If these smokes come out and you just molly and then come and just like sit in mini, right, and pick up that spot that's been given up, and we just give up outside. We say, all right, we're not fighting that, and then like the heaven player can start swinging and helping. But yeah, so that's the outside player. We can move right into mini. Mini is really focused on squeaky, obviously, and then assisting outside. So if these smokes come down outside, his job is more than likely to drop vent and try to close this distance as quick as he can, to here, and then kind of play this angle. So you can kind of like take a fight, fall back, take another fight, fall back, take another fight. So you can like slowly give up these hauls without like fully committing yourself, because if the T's are like coming down ramp, you don't want to like commit and get traded, and then we have to like fully retake the B-bomb site. All you're trying to do is just stall. So like even like a smoke grenade, like here, smoke or something, to slow down the T's as they're pushing, and to change up how you're falling back so you're not as predictable, right? So like even with this vent, like you can kind of like fake it, right? You can like fall back towards decon and then walk through here, throw some kind of nade, and then like pop out and like go for a pre-fire, fall back again, and just continually like stall. And ideally then like our outside player can maybe clean up as players start to come back outside, or we then get another A player to drop and come help. The next position is our like A site player. So he has like a variety of options to hold. So playing on top of hut is always good. especially if we lose outside playing this angle. Like, you can change up this angle quite a bit to fight towards mini. There's also playing at the Asian vent to hold towards squeaky. Additionally, this angle, like right here, if you like crouch right here, you can look at mini, but the guys coming out of hut can't see you, so you can also fight the guys swinging from squeaky and anyone coming mini, and then like assist like your heaven player, right, with, you know, this kill and then come back kind of thing. Additionally, this player at the beginning of the round, so the guy not playing, the guy playing like on a site needs to come over and molly outside of squeaky here at the beginning of every single round, more than likely. This is just going to like eliminate the possibility of a rush and make sure that we can hold the inner bomb site from any kind of fast push from the tees, because they can technically get to that squeaky door sometimes before our mini player, like right as our mini player gets there, and so with that can become like complicated, and we can potentially lose a round without that Molotov. Next is a heaven player. Heaven player, similar thing. Want to throw this molly. Mess that up. This molly right here. That goes into the hut. Once again, stop like a fast rush. Heaven player is kind of just like our like main support on the CT side. He's helping the guys on site. He can come out and help outside. If someone like mini needs like a flash for outside, he can do that, right? Flash outside, mini guy can swing on that. Additionally, if he needs to, he can drop and help towards ramp. This is really only if like we, for whatever reason, know that there's going to be a ramp hit. Like maybe like outside, we have full outside control, and we've like pushed up a lot, and we're anticipating there's probably going to be an inner hit or a ramp hit. Then we can like this player can rotate down and be the support for ramp to like help balance out, since more than likely, you know, there could be a ramp hit here. But normally the heaven player doesn't drop here until like after the bomb has been planted on B and ramp is most likely clear. And then lastly, our ramp player, his job is very similar to the outside player. One good angle is like right here, looking over this box. Additionally, you can play like angles like this, and like down here. Really, his goal is take the first fight, right, and then just, you know, if they're pushing and running you down, just run away, stall, use nades, right, and just fall back towards the B site as best you can, and get into like a more defensible position. And yeah, and then, you know, just make the call that they're coming B, or that they have ramp control at least. And that's kind of just like, it's pretty simple. It's just hard to make the call of like when to give it up and when to like stay and keep fighting. But yeah, so that's basically our CT side. It's like our basic positions. And that's kind of how we'll run our defense on this map.